What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rondell Mitchell, and in this video, I want to talk to you about how to make $900 per week working 2 hours per day. Okay, so if that is something that interests you, I want you to pay attention because I created a slideshow for you, and I'm about to share that with you here momentarily. Now, I do apologize if I sound low energy or if I get off task because I've been up all night long and I have not been to sleep for probably about 24 hours. But I did create this slideshow, and I created this so that it would help me to stay on task while I'm working here. Okay, or while I'm explaining things to you, rather. So let's go ahead and get into the details about this because I don't want this video to go very long. And without this PowerPoint, I would probably ramble twice as long. So hopefully, this will help me to stay on task. All right, all right. So let's go over here. All right. Did I go too far? No, I did not. All right. So the few things that we're going to cover in this PowerPoint in order for a person to make $900 per week working from home with very minimal time is your number one, you're going to have to select a vehicle. Okay. Now, in terms of selecting a vehicle, what do I mean by that? What I mean by selecting a vehicle is you need to find what it is that you're going to offer on the internet. Now, that could be a myriad of different things. It could be a program, an affiliate marketing program. It could be you starting a t-shirt business. It could be you starting a membership website. It could be a whole lot of different things that you do in particular in order for you to have your own specific vehicle that is going to help you in order to make money on the internet. But you have to first have a vehicle. Now, again, the vehicle that I have chosen and that I am focused on right now is the vehicle that you see here, which is a program that is paying out $900 100% commissions. So if you make a $900 sale, you get the entire $900 sale. And not to mention, these are instant commissions. So, depending upon what type of payment process that you're using to collect payments, you typically will get paid instantly. Okay. All right. So now that I have clarified that, let's go ahead and talk about the blueprint, because the blueprint is to define your marketing method firstly. Now, once you've defined your marketing method, you can use any type of marketing or advertising that you choose. But if you're going to do online marketing, then obviously you would want to focus on the players, and the major players in online marketing for a person to get traction and eyeballs on their offers would be things like Facebook. Then you have Twitter, which is now called X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. All of these are hot. These are all the ideal locations for a person who wants to find and gather an audience of people to look at what it is that they have. Okay. Now, another element of the blueprint is that once you've defined your method, you need to be ready to take daily action on the strategy that you've chosen. If you've chosen Facebook, then I personally would say to lock in on Facebook. If you've chosen TikTok, I would personally lock in on TikTok until you've gained a certain level of proficiency in the strategy that you're using is the only time that you should branch off and go into something else. So I think my own personal opinion would be simply to say this is that if you have made money, then possibly you may be ready to go to the next medium. But if you have not made any money, I would, instead of trying to be a jack of all trades and a master of none, I would focus on one specific medium until I got good at that particular medium and have made some money before I started using anything else. Okay. All right. So once you've been sharing your I'm sorry, once you've been taking daily action, now you want to begin to share your results. Now, some pe- a lot of people perceive this as bragging at times, and depending upon who the person is that's doing this in their marketing, a lot of times they are bragging. However, you also have your group of people who share their results in order to perpetuate their results, because success breeds success. So if you are showing people that what it is that you are doing actually works, it incentivizes a person and actually gains a person's trust to a higher degree than if you were to just simply sit there and say what it is that you are doing or what you are accomplishing without anything to back up those words. So when you actually share your results, you don't have to necessarily share your check, or you don't have to share the the transaction that happened via screenshot and what have you. You could also share your results by doing other things, by traveling a lot, or paying off some bills and showing that instead, because that's an element of online marketing that a lot of people don't share. If you got out of credit card debt and you were $20,000 in card debt and you paid that all off, share that. Is really at your discretion how you choose to share your results, but the key is that you can show people that what you're doing is working. Okay, and then lastly, you want to reinvest in your business. So once you do start to get some results, there's many different ways you can reinvest into your business. You can reinvest into your business by buying books to make you a better marketer. You can reinvest in your business by paying for advertising to expand your reach. There's a lot of different ways that you can reinvest into your business, but the key is to reinvest into your business. Take some of the money that you've earned and do something that is going to make you a better marketer or a better salesman or a better whatever, so that you can scale your business. Because if you take all the money that you make and you go splurge, then you are not reinvesting in your business, obviously. Okay. So, and that all boils down to the power of consistency. So if you have a level of consistency with your process, then you will eventually develop a level of consistency in your results, and you will be able to base your results upon how much of the process that you have been doing and how consistently you've been doing the process. I can almost guarantee you that if you do something consistently for 90 days, you will begin to see a ratio develop in throughout the process. And then therefore, if you add on to what you've been doing and you find ways to do it faster, or you find ways to do it better and expand your process a little bit, then obviously your results should they should move with the thermostat, so to speak. Okay. So next up, you want to build a captive audience, because once you've started getting results means that you're generating interest in what you do. You don't have to necessarily be making a bunch of sales yet to be getting results, but you do want to be generating leads at the very least. And a part of generating leads is building a captive audience. Now, to begin, you can build a captive audience on social media. You can have your own private Facebook group. You can have your own private Discord chat, or maybe you might have a Telegram chat that you use to house all of your potential clients into one location. However, those types of captive audiences are not owned by you. So let's say that you get banned from Facebook, or you get kicked off of Telegram, or whatever the case. Now your community that you've worked so hard to build has disappeared, and now you have to start over from scratch. That's why it's important that you have a captive audience that you actually own. And The best way to do that, the best way to do that is to have your people on your email and or text marketing list. Now, honestly, I kind of advocate both because, they both serve different purposes, not to mention that text messages get opened a whole lot more than emails do. However, either way you go, now even though you will have to pay for an email service to be able to do email marketing, you're able to export those leads out of their system, so you still own those leads. Just the same with a text marketing list. If you were to use text message marketing, you can export those phone numbers out of your software, and you own those. So, if those tools that you're using actually go down or something, then you can still have access to the leads that you worked so hard to build again. Okay. Now, once you've built your captive audience, you don't want to just pound them over the head with your opportunity. You want to provide value to your audience. And you can provide value to your audience in a lot of different ways. You can offer them tips and tricks. You can give them education. You can give them entertainment. You can give them edutainment, as some people say, where you're educating and entertaining simultaneously. But the goal is for you to simply provide value to them in a way where you become an indispensable resource to them because of the amount of value that you provide. And typically, what will normally happen is, some of them will begin to have a camaraderie with you, and they will feel a sense of loyalty to you because of all of the value that you've given them for free. And then when you offer them something of that can benefit them, and it costs money, then they won't have any qualms about coming to you to spend their money, because they view you in a specific way based off of the relationship that you've built. Okay. And then finally, you can add in live polls and different things like that to get engagement from the people who may be in your audience, who are kind of like lurkers, who, they consume the content, but they don't really engage. So those are options that you can use to try and get people to engage. Now, once you've been following the process long enough, eventually you're going to start making sales. And once you start to make sales, you should share your results. Like this here is an example of a $900 sale that I made while I was actually sleeping, and I had to work that day. Now, obviously, the picture is a picture that I took of myself. So, I just want to clarify that for those of you who may be confused, because while the sale did come in while I was asleep, I obviously had to wake up to take the picture, but that is just a form of marketing, because, I just wanted to paint the picture to people that this is actually what was going on when the sale came in. Okay, so sometimes you want to try to recreate a scenario in order for you to paint a bigger picture for people to understand what's going on. And I'm not the only one who's made sales in their sleep. Lots of people do it. They make sales at the most awkward times, while they might be at the movies or out to dinner with the family, or at a concert, at an amusement park. It doesn't really matter. Once you have got the ball rolling by following the process, taking the daily action, especially if you're creating content, it's almost like Monopoly, like the game Monopoly. The person who creates the most content has the most land, so to speak. My brain just went blank. I couldn't think of a better analogy, but the person who is creating the most content has the most, they have the most opportunity, the greatest opportunity rather, to be seen. And that's the name of the game in marketing and sales, is that you want to be seen. You want people to know that you exist. Without that, you don't make sales. Okay. So regardless of whether you're making sales or you have to rely upon somebody in the community to share results, then do what you must, but make sure that you are sharing results. Because if I were to come over here, if this works for me, I will actually show you an example. Now, this is an example of the results that you could share. So if you don't have any particular results, then obviously you could come into the community and you could say, "Hey, I'm going to grab a couple screenshots from the people in the community who are making sales." Okay, so you can see this guy here. He had a sale. This particular person made $6,300 in the last 2 days. Scroll down here. This person made 16K in 4 weeks. Not bad. This person just had their first sale, and then so on and so forth. And that list goes on and on and on. And I've been trying to articulate this to people is that I've been online marketing for 20 years now. I know who makes money online. And the large majority of these people, actually every single one that I just pointed out to you, I have absolutely no idea who any of these people are, which tells me that this system is working extremely well. Okay. So I've been going for 15 minutes. I don't want to go past 20 minutes. Okay. So let's go ahead and end this up, end this out, because I think I only have two more slides after this one. So once you have started to get results, it's important for you to now learn your numbers, and you want to define your goals based upon a specific metric. Okay, and what I mean by that is, actually I'll just show you. Now, if you want to define your goals by a specific metric, that means that you need to take the highest amount of money that you can make in this program, which is $900 in this specific example. Okay, now you want to take that number and you want to start writing your goals down. What is the financial target for your goals? Now, for example, if you wanted to pay off your car and you needed 20 grand to pay your car off, then you'd have to make 23 sales at the top level of our program, which is $900. Okay, now with 23 sales, you could go and pay your car off. Now, you just saw that some of the people in the group had made almost 20 grand in 4 weeks. There are other people who are exceeding 20 grand in that time frame, but I'm not making any guarantees to anyone. I'm just saying that it's possible because you've already seen that people are getting those types of results. Okay, let's say you wanted to have a down payment for your house, for a new house that you've been wanting to buy, and your job, it's impossible for you to save any money at your job because you just don't make enough, and you have kids and all these other responsibilities that need to be taken care of. Well, 45 sales, if you save all of it, you can go and get that down payment out the way for that house that you wanted to buy. Okay. Trip to Dubai. I looked this up before I created the PowerPoint slide. A trip to Dubai from Ohio is $5,400 for an all-inclusive trip. Okay, this was direct from a travel agent. So for an exclusive, all-inclusive trip is $5,400 for that trip. Plane, hotel, food, all the accommodations, so on and so forth. That would only take you 6 sales. There's people making 6 sales in a single day. So, it's definitely feasible for a person to be able to do that. And it comes by following the blueprint and being consistent, what we've already discussed. Now, in the event that you wanted to pay off some student loans or put your child into private school or something to that effect, then obviously, for the student loans, you'd have to get pretty busy out there and make almost 80 sales. But the key here for you guys to understand and realize is that once you have mastered the process of what it takes to make money in this program, you can take these same skills and you can apply them to anything. So now that you've developed some skills, now you might want to create your own product. And that's even something also that we teach in our community. Okay, so you can see that we're teaching people how to use social media. We're teaching people how to build a brand, how to use TikTok, how to place ads on ad sites, how to use YouTube, how to use Pinterest, how to create reels, which are extremely hot, whether you're using Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, not YouTube, but TikTok. And YouTube shorts are kind of like reels as well. But all these different ways to market that you probably don't know, we're teaching them in here. Okay. And the thing that I wanted to point out most importantly is that once you have gained the skills required for you to be able to get results, you can transfer those skills into other things and start charging higher ticket. Okay, because $900 is kind of like what we consider mid ticket, because I've personally made a $22,000 sale in the past, in a high ticket program. Now that's a high ticket program. If somebody is paying you $3,500 or above to join you for whatever that might be, that's considered high ticket. Okay, but $900, anybody can come up with $900 if they really want to. Particularly in America, if you have a job. I'm not saying that anybody in the world can come up with $900, but if you have a job and you work and you live in America or Australia or the UK or Canada, so on and so forth, you have access to $900. It just depends on whether or not you want to invest in yourself and bet on yourself, or if you're the type who is a skeptic and you're just kind of afraid to fail. And the people who are always doing well in life are the people who fail a lot. That's a fact. So with that being said, um I that's hilarious. It looks like we are on the last slide already because I forgot to I forgot to edit that final slide. So that final slide, I should have basically did a recap of what we discussed, but I forgot to. And I forgot to because I've been up all night long, like I told you. But hopefully you gathered some nuggets from this content, from this video that you just watched. And you know me personally, like, my bread and butter has over the years has been YouTube. But several years ago I went back to school, and I started an actual career, and I kind of fell off on the online scene for a while. But now that I'm doing better and I can afford to do more with, I just have that itch still, and I just can't let this go because it's fun to me. I like creating things. I like creating slides and videos, and taking an idea that started up here and making a YouTube video, and then next thing you know, somebody is contacting me wanting to join me for $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever the case may be. And I think that if more people had, it's sad to say this, but it's actually to my benefit for every person who is like, oh, I don't want to make videos and blah 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 blah, because then that's less competition. But in the grand scheme of things, when you are a true creator, when your mindset is in the right place, competition does not exist because you are your only competition. You understand me? So, you need to get out of your own way if you are worried about competition, or you're worried about looking foolish on camera, or you don't speak well, or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to put this video out here because we have a community full of people who are making $900 per day. Some of them are making 900 per day. Some of them are making more than 900 per day. And then I think $3,600 a month for the average American, for the average person in general, is a very good start. So if you can just make one sale per week at $900, you're bringing in almost what, 3,600 times 12 is 36,000 plus 7,200. That's 40 43,800, I think. Like I said, I can't think straight because I'm super tired. 3,600 a month times 12 is 43,200. Okay, so I said that wrong. But yeah, that's a decent take for the average person, especially if that's supplemental income. So I just wanted to put this out there, put this out in the universe, and let you guys know that this exists, because a lot of you may have never heard of this program, the Digital Growth Community. And if you haven't, now you have. And if you want to learn more about it, all you have to do is go to partnerwithdell.com. I think I actually did put one more slide. Yeah, I did. So I missed one slide. That slide was supposed to be deleted. So I didn't forget that slide. It was supposed to be deleted. But I did put my contact information on here for you. So I appreciate you watching. And if you want to go and visit the website, all you have to do is pause the video and go to this website, or just go to partnerwithdell.com, and you can learn more about what we have going on. And hopefully, maybe we'll see you inside the community. But either way, hopefully, I just hope that you learned something from this that you can apply and, add to yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, and thanks for watching. I apologize, it was a little lengthy, but like I said, hopefully you gathered something from this that you can apply and make your situation better. So thanks for watching. This is Rondell, and I'll see you on the next video.